Okay, I got the Kelly worm on there again. Here's the worm. See, and it's a snelled hook, so it's got a little fishing line loop on the end, and so you can't tie it directly to this other line because then the lines will cut each other. So you have to have that little snap swivel there to attach them, or you can just put a straight up swivel. And we're gonna go ahead and cast the Kelly worm and see if they'll bite on this. Maybe they just didn't like the purple color. Maybe they don't like the anise scent, because this is anise scented and the other lures are like some kind of fish scent or something. And maybe they just like to watch me get snagged, I don't know. So, and the Kelly worm is designed where if you just pull steady, the hooks will straighten and it'll come off. But I'm close enough, I'm just gonna work myself over to the log and just, you know, pull it off by hand once I get over there. And I mentioned earlier the hazards of using the Kelly worm. You know, it's got so many hooks, 3 hooks, and they're all exposed. And so you can only use it in open water. And when you're doing stuff like this, like casting around the stumps, you can't do like I was doing with the flat dog and cast over the wood and then hop it. You can, but lots of times, most of the time, it doesn't work. And then you just wind up getting snagged. Now, that was the net result of what I did, but that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to cast between those little uprights and my aim was off. So, because I mean, I know better than to try and hop this thing with the exposed hooks across the log. So, but we're getting there. We'll get them undone and then see if I can catch me some panfish. And I'm curious about what kind of panfish they are. And I'm guessing bluegill, because crappie, they wouldn't have been able to bite off the tail of that guy. I don't think perch could either, but I'm not sure about them. Maybe they got teeth, but bluegills I know could. So, and that's a good sign for me in the sense that if they could bite the tail off that thing, that's a pretty decent sized bluegill. Because usually all they can do is just nip, 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 and they can't ever get it, and it just, you know, annoy you. You're trying to catch fish and you can't because you get those little guys just messing with it. Okay. All right, so here we go. And one of the nice things about the belly boat, even though I just rolled right up on them, that's not going to disturb them at all. They'll just keep on biting. So we'll see what happens. Nope, there we go. There we go. Okay, Kelly worm works. Get it right away. And as usual, I caught him directly in that tail hook, and that's why this is such a great lure, because it's got a stinger hook coming right out of the back of the tail, and that's where they like to nip. They'll nip that tail, and you get them. And that's a real decent sunfish there, bluegill. All right, and where there's one, there's more, because they travel in big schools, so let's just keep on cleaning up on the bluegill here, huh? That was fun. The wind's drifting me a little further away, so it'll be even more fun. I'll have longer to play them before I catch them, you know? So. Yep, there's a little bite. I need to get him to commit. Nope, not that cast. All right. Get closer to the stumps there. There we go. That was perfect. Right between them. All right. Oh, the wind has shifted. It's pulling me back towards them now. That's nice. A lot of times on a calm day like this, because it's barely blowing at all, I'll just move the direction I want to move by casting a crankbait or a chatterbait or a spinner bait, something that pulls a lot of water, and I'll just cast where I want to go and reel, and the motion of the lure against the water pulls me in the direction I want to go. And so that's cool, because I could just fish my whole way there without, you know, wearing myself out by paddling around, get myself all hot and sweaty by paddling. Okay, so I've noticed that they really don't seem to be hanging around those little stumps that much. They're mostly hanging around that tall upright stump. So I'm going to get a little closer and try and put this, you know, pretty much on that tall upright stump, and see if we can get another one. I'm going to get a little bit closer just for accuracy's sake. I got just enough wind that it's going to make it a little more difficult. So, all right, that should be close enough. And again, this time I don't want to cast across the branch if I can help it. Good enough. See, in the Kelly worm, you're not supposed to let sink like I'm doing, because it works by when you reel it, it swirls through the water. It just like does these big lazy loops. And that swimming action, that swirling action, seems to be what attracts the fish and gets them to bite. So, I don't know, we'll see what's going on here. All right, nothing at the moment, so I'm going to cut it off. When I hook up, I'll put it back on.